Power can be a gift, but today we're going to talk about a guy who was blinded by power. Check it out. Caiaphas was a Sadducee. You see, the Sadducees were an educated, rich, and politically powerful group of religious leaders among the Jewish people. And they did not like Jesus. In fact, they hated him because he was disrupting their lifestyle and challenging their core beliefs. As a leader of the Sadducees, Caiaphas had to make sure that Jesus and his threat to the Sadducees' power was completely removed. To him, this meant that Jesus must die. But even in all his ugliness, Caiaphas was used in God's beautiful plan to save us. Let me break this down. You see, it was his selfish, political, ugly agenda to crucify Jesus that actually made way for the resurrection to happen. Let me ask you this question. Are there any areas in your life that when you read Jesus' word and you go into the Bible, you feel a little bit threatened? Does Jesus threaten what you've built maybe or what you've made yourself to be? If Jesus appeared today, would he disrupt the name that you made for yourself in your group of friends, or the success that maybe you worked really hard for, the relationships and recognition that you've worked so hard to be able to get to this point? You see, here's the thing. Jesus should disrupt all those things in our life. He should pose some kind of threat to us because what he offers to us is much better. He has love for you worth more than all the approval that you can get from your friends. His power and his success is greater than anyone else's because he has conquered death and the grave. And what he wants to give you is eternal, safe, and protected from everything you may have encountered in this temporary life. When all is said and done, when Jesus rose again with all power in his possession, Caiaphas still refused to believe in him. And he even went as far as to silence and persecute those who did follow Jesus. You see, Caiaphas represents the people who refuse to believe because they think accepting Jesus as Lord will cost them way too much of what they've built. They don't see the offer of Jesus as worth more than what they have. They choose the fleeting power, celebrity, or pleasures of this life instead of the eternal life God offers to those who will humbly receive his Son. So what's your choice? Is Jesus worth it? Is he that valuable? Is it worth giving up everything to possess what he has for you? Or is he so much of a threat, like he was to Caiaphas, that you must remove him, silence him at all costs, because what's in your hands is worth much more than what he has for you? You see, Caiaphas and the Sadducees had to make a choice, and Caiaphas made his choice. He rejected Jesus, but the choice is yours. Will you accept what Jesus has for you, even though it feels threatening? You see, that threat actually represents his love for you. He wants to replace actually what you need in your heart with satisfying answers that only he has for you, for your identity, for your eternity, and for the love that you and I so desperately want and need. Let his threat be seen as a love letter to you. Accept this gift today. Walk with him. Peace.